go over something. So we're all human. We all make mistakes. And unfortunately here I made a mistake. And I think this is also a great learning lesson because, when you fly air shows, there's a reason why you want to know gates and know your speeds. And really, most importantly, like know what altitude you need to have for a figure.
And I ain't gonna lie to you, I'm a bit nervous that I might screw everything up that I've ever done. But what's the point of living if you ain't ever done?
All right, so we're cutting this one back after this flying. So just went up and flew. We're doing an air show tomorrow, Military Appreciation Day Incorporated. It's a local charity out of here in Morehead City, North Carolina, which is just like a 5-minute flight from my house. So we have the air show tomorrow. I went up and practiced today. So I have an aerobatic practice area here, which is nice. Went up, practiced. Tomorrow, something different that I've never done before. So they want it to be a time on target start. So because it's for wounded veterans and our armed forces, they're going to be doing the National Anthem, and they would like me to start my performance as soon as the National Anthem ends. So that kind of first bit you saw with me just circling and dive in, then dive in. I did one at the very end to just get it. All I'm doing there is I'm at an altitude. I have a bottom altitude. I do a 45-degree dive basically, and I'm getting to a high speed, and I'm trying to get this within 30 seconds of start because that's what they would like this to be. Because it's the first figure, I can't really fly at level time on target because I need the speed. So I have to have this dive down. So when I get down there, I'm only level for a few seconds. Unfortunately, in the Sukhoi, when you sit level for a bit, you lose a lot of airspeed. So yeah, just with that, went great. Beautiful weather today. Tomorrow, a little bit of weather. Starting to push off though, so should be fine for the show. But yeah, I'm excited. We'll be back out here tomorrow. I just got everything in the plane. I got to get some smoke oil from the house, bring it up here. But yeah, I'm excited. So we'll see you guys out here tomorrow for the Military Appreciation Day Incorporated Air Show here in Morehead City, North Carolina. Let's go. All right, briefing is done. Everything's finished up. They're all headed to the show site. It's about an hour out, so I'm gonna get prepped here in a little bit, do my dance, get into the zone. But aircraft is all ready to go. Weather has cleared out nice. Had some torrential downpours like an hour and a half ago, but it's pushed out nice. Nice cooler temperatures. Nice little off crowd breeze. So yeah, gonna be a good air show. I'm excited for it. I hope you are. And yeah, let's cut to the show.
Now you
All right, so I just want to take a moment here just to kind of go over something. So we're all human, we all make mistakes, and unfortunately here I made a mistake. And I think this is also a great learning lesson because when you fly air shows, there's a reason why you want to know gates and know your speeds, and really most importantly, like know what altitude you need to have for a figure. So this figure in particular, it's a Cobra, so you're really accelerating the aircraft to create a lot of parasitic drag, and it'll just kind of almost stop in the air. Unfortunately, in this situation, the aircraft hung and went to an inverted spin. Now, that is one of the effects of the aircraft when you don't catch it right. And for me, if you would have looked in an earlier video, I did actually train on this figure and kind of picked it out as one of the figures that I think is one of the more difficult ones when something goes wrong, particularly if you have an engine failure in it because of the attitude you're at. And if you lose it, the way the aircraft falls down can be quite difficult. So for me, with this particular figure, I'm going to play the tape again here, and I'll kind of pause it and kind of walk you through what went wrong with it. So here, I've come out of a half loop. I'm generally pretty slow. The first mistake I made here is I didn't put enough pitch up in the figure, so I'm accelerating a little too fast than I want to, and you can see that by at the bottom right there where the left hand is. I moved the throttle back, so I've moved the throttle back to try and keep the aircraft slowed down, and I've got it back. And then generally before I do the Cobra, I goose the engine to create the AOA. So the next kind of fault here is I kind of already see it once I start there. You see me pitch up a little bit, and I don't have enough pitch up there. I'm pretty much in level flight. And for this particular figure in general with this aircraft, you have to have a little bit of a cheat on the nose up. So when you're flying the aircraft and you want to take the Cobra, if you leave it level, it'll just stop right here and it'll buff it along. Whereas if you have a little bit of a nose up, you're helping it, and it allows the aircraft to get this better vertical line. And the resulting factor is kind of what happened here. So I'm just going to play it through here, and you'll see I pull the Cobra, and it kind of just hangs. So there's the Cobra. If you can kind of look out on the right side of the screen off the left wing, it's kind of just hanging. And then at that point, I've got the power in there, but the issue is at that point, it's not enough momentum to keep the nose coming around. So at that point, the only way it can go is to fall. So it starts to fall to the right, which is as expected because of the torque effect of the engine and everything like that. So it starts falling to the right. I'm trying to counter it with some aileron and a little bit of rudder. And as it comes around, in my mind, I'm thinking, okay, it's not going to catch. So I start pulling the throttle out, and I pull the throttle out. And unfortunately, because of this side, it was a double whammy. Definitely a mistake on my side to even have the throttle pulled out. I should have left the throttle in so it kept that airflow. So, of course, the minute I pulled the throttle out and I had the rudder in there, bam, just like that, I went to an inverted spin. As you see here, throttle comes out, and there comes the spin. And I catch it, and then just keep on going with it with the little roll to kind of play it off. So here's what it looked like from the ground. You don't really see much of a difference. So again, there's the Cobra. I'm pretty level, and you can kind of just see it hang, and then it falls off another way. And at that point, I've taken the throttle out, goes into the spin. And again, this is why you train on spins. This is why you want to know about the spin of the aircraft, or you want to be comfortable with your spins in the aircraft. So kind of again, going back, you take here, take the throttle, pull it back, or the stick, pull it back. As I pull it back, it catches it fine, but I haven't cheated enough, so I can't get the nose to keep coming around. And at that point, it's just hanging and hanging and hanging. And then eventually it decides, you know what? I can't go around anymore. So it's going to take the path of least resistance, which was taking a wing to fall off. Wing falls off. It's an angle that I think, okay, I'm not really able to get it around. So I want that nose to fall. And unfortunately, like I said, when I pulled that throttle back, because of how I had the rudder and stuff, it's just bad coordination there. It spun, but as you can see, just kind of kept the stick neutral, opposite rudder of the spin, cleans right up, and then kind of pulled out of it. And this particular figure, I like to have at least 1,500 feet for, and that my minimum is 500 foot for my air sat card. I believe coming out of this, I was at like 600 plus feet, just around 600 feet. So again, it was just part of that whole thing of train, know your gates, and kind of just be disciplined about them. Every foot, you can't gain altitude back after that when you come down. So yeah, particularly a little bit pissed off about it because it just wasn't good on my side. Should have been better disciplined there to kind of hold what I needed. But again, mistakes happen. This is why I really enjoy my camera. It's why I enjoy recording all the flights. They're great debrief tools, especially in a situation like this where you're like, you know, you messed up. You're going to keep going on with the show because it's something that you messed up. It's not the end of the world. But to come back afterwards, look it over and say, okay, well, this is like, why did this happen? What did I do wrong? So you know in the future not to do it. So yeah, good learning tool, good little debrief on it. And again, just all part of the line of learn. So anyways, that's all for that. All right, Airshow is done. It was a great show all around. Weather pushed through. A couple days ago, it didn't look like we were going to have a show because of the way the weather was, but it's that eastern North Carolina summer weather where it just dumps and then it's nice and beautiful evening. So great show all around. Had a couple knock it offs just because of the boat traffic. Unfortunately, it's a shipping channel or not shipping channel, but intercoastal waterway. And but Coast Guard did great getting them out of there before they got in there. Airboss did great being an announcement with it. It was definitely new to me, but what's kind of nice with that being new, you get a nice like break and reset. So super great to just have that knock it off in those senses. And yeah, show was a little longer than I normally do because it was a one-person show. So did a few things at the end, had some fun with it, and yeah. But anyways, I'm gonna head back to the house. Short little flight over there, but this show is done, as well as my 500 foot level is done. Completed all the requirements by ICAS, so now I'll get to submit my paperwork to move down to the next level. So super excited about that. So anyways, as always, don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe. See you on the next one. Done.